Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to DMV Gaming. Today we are reviewing Super Mario Odyssey. I've been wanting to play this game ever since I heard of its existence. When I saw the first pieces of footage, I was utterly stunned and amazed of how this game looked, and I was hyped beyond imagination. But I didn't own the Switch yet, so that was a bummer. But now I do. I finally managed to scrap some money together for this awesome system, and I haven't regretted it one single bit. So does this game live up to the hype, or do we get a lame game for our money's worth? Let's find out! So, Super Mario Odyssey is a platformer like most Mario games for the Nintendo Switch. It's a indirect successor to Super Mario 64, which came out in 1996 for the Nintendo 64, and Super Mario Sunshine, which came out for the Nintendo GameCube in 2002. Both of these were also open world games, just like Super Mario Odyssey. This game was first shown a glimpse of at the announcement trailer of the Nintendo Switch itself, but nothing was known about it yet, so it was still unclear if this was going to be an entirely new game or a successor to Super Mario Galaxy 2 or Super Mario Sunshine. 3 months later, on January 13th, 2017, the game was officially announced through a Nintendo Direct, which is a live stream Nintendo does to announce the latest news about everything Nintendo. Finally, at E3 on June 13th, 2017, the release date was announced and more footage was shown. And now we are here! So let's have a look at the story first. The story is pretty much what you would expect from a Mario game. You once again have to go and save Princess Peach, who has been kidnapped by Bowser for like the gazillionth time. This time, however, not only did he kidnap her, but he now intends to marry her. That's right, marry her. I don't even want to know what those babies are gonna look like. But moving on, in order to save her, you are traveling through loads of beautiful worlds on your airship called the Odyssey. So that's where the title's name comes from. Finally, it all makes sense. One of these beautiful worlds is New Donk City, which is in fact Nintendo's spin on New York City. It really does give you that huge city feel with all the skyscrapers which you can actually climb. To get to Bowser, you have to get through some hurdles along the way. These come in the form of sub-bosses. These come in the form of Broodals. They are essentially 4 furry creatures who are doing Bowser's bidding. We are following them across all of the different worlds because in each world they are stealing things that Bowser needs for the wedding. Gameplay. Boy, what can I say about the gameplay? This game is as awesome as ever, man. This game is platforming galore the way we are used to it. There's tons of coins to collect, currency for that specific world you're in, hearts, and overall moons. Moons is what it's all about in this game. In every world you need to collect a specific amount of moons in order to be able to progress to the next world, because you need these to power up your airship to be able to travel further. And these are pretty awesome to collect. They can be found in numerous places. You can get these through beating bosses, uncovering hidden passageways, completing minigames, showing your skills in the casino, and lots more. And the fun part is, not only can you collect this given amount of moons to progress through the game, you can also return to already visited worlds and find even more. There's a total of 999 in total to collect, so that makes for great replayability and hours of fun uncovering all of these. In order to collect all of these, you are going to have to make great use of the new mechanic that has been introduced to the game, and that is Cappy. Cappy is a hat from the Cap Kingdom, and his wife or girlfriend or whatever has also been kidnapped by Bowser to serve as Peach's tiara. So Mario and Cappy decide to join forces. So when you throw Cappy at certain enemies, you can actually take control over them and use their abilities to reach certain things, get over high obstacles, get over a large gap you otherwise couldn't get across. Really inventive and really a blast to see what all these guys can do. One of the best enemies to control, and this guy you already encounter in one of the first worlds, has to be the T-Rex. A bloody T-Rex! How awesome is that? There's just something about the T-Rex wearing a red cap and having a mustache. One more thing I'd like to add that I absolutely adored is that they give you that retro Mario feel as well. Sometimes when you go into tubes in the walls, You can actually go into a 2D mode in which you change appearances and you are coming straight out of a NES game. It's just a small portion of the game, but it really gives you that nostalgia, and I'm really thrilled that they put this in there. Music. Music is once again what you would expect from Mario. Really cheerful melodies that get stuck into your head over time. But the masterpiece has to be the soundtrack of the game. I didn't feel much for it when I first heard it. It didn't really feel Mario to me, but I learned to like it over time, and I couldn't imagine any other song for this game now. Graphics. The visuals of this game are absolutely amazing. I know it's not top notch and it's not lifelike or whatever, but it doesn't have to be. It's Mario. Yes, maybe we could have had these graphics at the Wii U as well, but I honestly don't care. It's absolutely fine the way it is. And the worlds. My god, the worlds are absolutely stunning. They really went all out to create beautiful worlds. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably choose the Wooded Kingdom as my favorite world. I don't know, there's just something about old buildings or even civilizations that have been taken over by Mother Earth that I find so beautiful. So yeah, that would have to be my pick. Characters. Okay, so we have our standard characters that we are used to seeing. We get Mario, who needs no introduction. We got Peach, who gets kidnapped once again by Bowser, who apparently never learns. Toad and his friends also make a appearance. As for the enemies, we got our standard Goombas, Koopas, Bullet Bills, Chain Chomps, Cheep Cheeps, Piranha Plants, together with some new guys like Blowing Typhoons, Tanks, some guys that seem to come straight from the Easter Islands, and many more. This game also introduces the Broodals, which are pretty much, like stated before, a band of furry rabbits who double as Bowser's wedding planners. You have to fight these guys often. They each have their own mechanics, but the objective is always the same. You have to smack them 3 times on the head in order to defeat them. These fights are actually not hard at all. They are led by Madame Brood, who is a huge fat female rabbit who has a golden chain chomp as a pet. The sub-boss that struck me the most though has to be Bowser's dragon. That's right, he has a dragon. No idea how he got that. Maybe he borrowed one from Daenerys Targaryen. Anyway, this fight is pretty epic and it's gonna stick with me for some time. So in conclusion, I think this is absolutely a gorgeous game. They really did a great job on it. Cappy is a brilliant mechanic to be added to the game. Really innovative, beautiful worlds, great monsters and bosses. I had an absolute blast with this game and would definitely recommend it to anyone. If you get the chance, really pick it up, guys. I am more than happy to give this game a 9 out of 10 on the V scale. Definitely well deserved, really had a lot of fun with it. So that's it for this review, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and possibly even subscribe for more reviews to come. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and cheers!